dripping in Banks'
Oh no, oh shoot.
We made it
To Croatia.
to Croatia.
Yes.
This is the Airbnb. Oh my gosh, yesterday
It wasn't a peaceful.
we had
day.
quite the experience, did we not?
I don't even know if I want to talk about it.
I can't even really, okay. We'll just be brief and to the point of our experience yesterday so we don't damper any moods. Basically, flight got delayed 45 minutes. Minor. We had a stroller bag, which was a little heavy.
Gosh, I forgot about that part. There are so many things yesterday.
Stroller bag was heavy because obviously we had our bags that had to be a certain weight, so we took some extra things and put them in the stroller bag. Anyways,
Which I know is technically not allowed.
which technically isn't allowed, but we didn't know what else to do, and everybody said to do that. So Brit is taking the stroller bag down with crew while I'm waiting with Banks in the terminal. And some Italian man in the Milan airport starts
No, he comes
going.
over. No, let me tell them.
Okay.
He comes over and he's like, I'll take that back. Because we were about to board the plane. I'm like, okay. So I hand it to him and he's like, he looks at me and he goes, no. And I'm like, what? I just was acting dumb. And he's like, no. He starts feeling in the bottom and he's like,
Kind of inappropriate that he's feeling.
he was like, he could tell that there were other things in the bag, and I was just acting dumb. And then he opens my bag and starts taking stuff out, literally dumping it on the floor. And I was like, then I started getting pissed because I was like, this is not how you treat someone. Like, even if I did have extra stuff, you just tell me, hey, do you, like, can I see inside the bag? You ask for permission first. We had formula in there. And he literally dumped it on the floor. He opened it, and then he literally started sniffing it. I'm like, it's baby formula. Like, I was getting so mad. And then he took our dirty clothes bag right here, of our, like, dirty clothes, and he holds it up, and he starts, like, walking around and talking to all these different people. Crew and I were standing there for probably, like, 3 minutes while he's just walking around talking to other people with our clothes in his hands. And I was like, okay, this is getting annoying. Like, he hadn't even told me, like, no, like, you have to check this bag. He had just, like, dumped all my stuff out. So I walk over, and so this girl behind me is like, sir, you can't do that. That's her personal belongings. Like, you can't do that. So I walked over, and I just grabbed the dirty clothes bag out of his hand and shoved it back in the bag and carried my bag onto the plane, my stroller bag. I was so bugged.
Then that was there. We had an exciting flight. No one will ever forget Banks lying Kent for 50 minutes. He cried. 45 minutes?
Not cried. He's
Oh, tantrum screamed.
like.
But that was great. Then the next part where we really get excited. We get to the car rental. And they didn't have car seats for the boys even though we paid for it. Anyways, we get to the guy at the counter says, "My colleague. He will get you set up." So we go to the colleague, and he doesn't have one car seat. He gives us an infant car seat that's obviously too small for
It's for,
Banks.
like, newborns.
We're not going to get too
We're like,
into the
he's not gonna
detail.
fit.
We're just going to hit some of the highlights on this because that was a long experience. But basically,
I'm drinking pre-workout right now.
because
out
Brit's
of a
very tired. So
mug.
he told us that they didn't have a car seat for Banks, so that he didn't know what to do. He asked all the other rental companies. So he's like, I have a great idea. His idea was to go to the store and
like,
buy a car seat.
You go to supermarket and you buy a car seat, and we were like, what? Connor started
I died
dying.
laughing because I was like, bro, we
Dying.
paid for this, like, so I don't have to go.
And how are we supposed to drive our child to the
And
supermarket?
this guy was trying to
without a
tell
car
me
seat?
that the supermarket sells eggs. I was like, so you're telling me a supermarket sells eggs, milk, and car seats? And he said yes.
And we were like, car
Brit was
seats are like $300 in the US.
he's like, no, in Croatia they are 50 euros. We were like, there's no way. And then, oh my gosh, Brit is in tears at this point.
No, I'm literally sobbing.
She's crying.
Like,
She's like, my kid is not going to be safe in this country.
Yeah.
Brit was already not wanting to come here because it was my idea.
and that's not true.
It's true.
We arrived and it was rainy and cold.
And so
like,
she had a
it
negative
looked
experience,
freezing.
whatever.
Mama, you
So
look
then
right.
I was crying. Okay, crew.
Mama was crying. So then Brit goes and asks these other workers, and they're like, oh yeah, ask this company. That guy has a car seat. And so we get the car seat, and so then the guy felt so dumb because they had a car seat. He told us he asked all the companies, but he gives us the car seat and he tells us that it was someone else's personal car seat. And because of the whole fiasco, we told them we weren't paying for the car seats, and they were like, the guy was like, fine, whatever, I'll give you them for free. But the whole funny thing is we're returning the car at a different location, so whoever's personal car seat that is, like, that kid doesn't have car seat anymore. And we feel so bad. Anyways, that was our experience, but we made it to the Airbnb, and that was a journey in of itself.
I feel like a real Parks and Rec family.
Here we go.
We're like, this is just bringing nostalgia back to me, because growing up, all of our family vacations contained something to do with like a national park, or maybe not even national, but like we would go to Arches, Moab, Goblin Valley, where else? Zion, Bryce Canyon. Anyways, so this is fun. We told crew we were going to a park, and I think he's confused what kind of park. It has waterfalls, crew, but no slides, just waterfalls.
We've made it to the park. This is the nice parking lot.
Hey, do you see the water?
Grab some lunch. Options are looking slim between a hamburger, a licky burger, a cheeseburger, a chicken burger, a vegan ski burger, veganski,
Chicken burger.
One chicken burger.
Just a normal hamburger. A hamburger.
One hamburger.
Fries. This just came right to me. What does that mean?
He's hungry.
No.
Oh,
They're pretty good.
those are bomb.
Dad, can I show you a sandwich?
Yeah.
Stop moving.
Dripping in Banks' head.
I know. Oh,
That's our boat. That's the boat we want. We're going across. So this is actually a lot cooler than the lakes. It's called picking up rocks and throwing
all
them.
you need to do here is
Oh my god.
We've been doing this for like 30 minutes.
We did entrance 1, walked all that good stuff, up all those lakes, all the way to there. Took the less than 0.2 mile an hour boat ride to here. Now we're here. We're gonna catch a, I think it's right here, train ride all the way back to here. And then we walk, no, it's to here. And then we walk and we're done. To the train tracks. And then to the parking lot. It's not so much of a train as it is a bus. But here we are. Crew, what do you see?
She fell out.
Oh, great. Alright, we've made it to Split. We did not vlog yesterday nor this morning, but we are starting it out now. We went to church, and then we were scared to lose our parking spot because parking is kind of a mess, and stick shift, so a little scared. So anyways, but we're at the beach. We're going to beach it this morning, and it's going to be super fun, so let's go. We got the Matcher boys ready to go. This is a new outfit that I haven't seen Brit have. It's a part of her Europe collection.
So we got to our Airbnb yesterday and we were checking in, and the guy was so nice. He's probably like maybe 70. Said he's lived in the house for 50 years. He lived in the house for 50 years. He obviously doesn't live there now because we were staying in it. But he said before, like when he lived there when he was a kid, that it was just a garden out front, no concrete, and that there were like people that would ride horses through the town and like just so changed so much in just 50 years. That was in the 1970s. So kind of crazy, but he told us there are lots of beaches, but this one is one of the most beautiful.
Yeah, he
right?
said there's not a crazy amount of people. It's super beautiful. It's pebbly, so it's not sandy, but I mean, look at
I think most of them are pebbly. So far, I've really liked Split. I think it's a super cute town. We went to this place to get acai bowl and toast, avocado toast this morning, and everything was labeled like as Hawaii. It was like the Oahu, the Waikiki. We were like, that's kind of funny. But anyways, it's just a cute, super cute town. We've been walking through like the old town, so that's where we're staying, and it's just all these old buildings that are super medieval, but just such a cool vibe. It's kind of fun. The sun is coming out, and don't judge us, we only have our bath towel. Tomorrow we're gonna be more prepared, but we feel like we're back at home. These rocks really look Mediterranean beaches to me.
Time didn't turn out too good for Mama today. She's getting attacked. Just backed up. Made it back to the car.
Very relaxing and a good time.
Yes, and the sun has come out and it is beautiful.
So good.
So now we're gonna go pray and cross our fingers we can find a parking spot and I don't stall the car. And we might get a snack. Might get a snack or something because we're hungry. All right, we'll give you guys a tour of where we is. This is our parking lot that we try to find the park in. Look at these buildings.
Cute area.
So cutesy, vibey.
Honestly, we can't decide where to eat.
Our Airbnb is in the walking zone of the city, so no cars, so that's why we can't park here. Doesn't this building kind of look like the Alamo? Brit doesn't know what the Alamo is, so I'll talk about that.
Explaining it. Let go.
Oh, it feels so good.
What feels good? Hole.
The sun.
The sun. Airbnb is back here. I guess you could call it a medieval castle. This is it.
So cute.
It's just great. All right, don't mind our stuff everywhere, but here's our renovated castle upstairs.
And it has AC.
It does.
Is this our castle house?
This is our castle house. All right, I'll show you guys up the stairs. Here we go. Bedroom 1, bedroom 2. We'll add the link. Huh? Do you like this bedroom, crew? The bathroom's a little small. Crew called it an airplane bathroom. But yeah, both of the rooms got AC, and they're great.
Okay, friends, it's 4 p.m. and we are headed to go to a park in the city and check it out, and then we are gonna go find some dinner. And we called a last minute audible for tonight. We were feeling doing something really fun, so we booked a last minute Airbnb experience for a sunset cruise, and we have our own boat. So oh no, things literally always finding cigarettes to put in his mouth. So disgusting. We're really excited. and hopefully the boys love it. Hopefully we get to jump off and swim, so we're on the hunt to find some food.
Let's go, crew. We're going this way. The new carrier. New and improved carrier. It's a big day when you're the only ones at the park. You have it all to yourselves. They are, as Jamie O'Brien would say, psyching. Look at this teeter-totter, what? But like, what do you know about the park life? Because we've been learning a lot about it. And there's an app that tells you where all the parks in the world are and when they were last updated. So we were creating Asian food.
What'd you get? A weird spicy bite?
Something down my throat.
Very good.
And we got some pad thai in Croatia. I know that doesn't seem normal, but it's super good. And this is what it's like feeding with two little boys.
Without a high chair.
Without a high chair. Well, here we are on our sunset cruise.
We got our own boat.
There's the town is split. Oh. Crew is hyped.
Crew, let's take your shoes off.
Banks is trying to get in.
He's trying to jump in.
He's trying to launch in there.
He's like, I want a piece of that water.
Another airplane, oh my.
The sunset is so pretty. This is fulfilling Connor's dreams of living on a sailboat.
Well, that was it for last night, but we have some exciting things going on tomorrow and the next day. And make sure your notifications are turned on because there's gonna be some cool stuff in it. So yeah.